Wow.
Welcome to our lab, where we take boring things and makes them exciting.
And then we take exciting things and make them super fantabulous. We are going to do something so fun today, but I want everyone to raise your right hand and say, I promise.
I promise.
You can't say this.
Bummer.
You have to help me. But you have to say, I promise not to do these things that I am about to see without asking my parents' permission and having them help me. Okay. Now, I have this cool secret stuff that I'm not going to tell you what it is because it is secret scientific stuff. Now, you take this and we are going to do something super fantabulous with this. Do you think something special will happen with this? Or this? This? Or this? I think this one.
I think this one.
Do you think this one? Well, let's try it. Let's see. I'm going to try this one. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think anything happens.
Okay. Well, these two things don't work. Let's just try this one. Before I do this, I have to tell you, why do you think those things didn't work?
Why?
Because they don't work. It's just like you and me. When we try to have what's the word?
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm, that's right. Enthusiasm. When you try to have it on your own, it doesn't do any good. Maybe you're like, I will get good enthusiasm from watching TV. Some TV shows are good, but some are bad. Or I'm going to get good enthusiasm by listening to very, very happy music and yeah. Yeah, that might last for a little bit, but it will go away. Your battery will die and then you will be in trouble. But when we get our enthusiasm from
God.
that is right. When we go to God, oh, this is you and me, just in case you didn't know. If we go to God for our enthusiasm, let's see what will happen. See that? Wow, look at that. You try yours. Oh. Look at that. When we get our enthusiasm from God, then it actually will work. Whoa! Look at that. And others will notice your enthusiasm is different. What are some ways that, because if I push the battery to me, it doesn't do anything. How can we get enthusiasm from God?
Maybe we can read the Bible or pray and talk to God.
But what if I don't know how to read?
Well, I think you could listen to it.
They let you listen to it?
Yes. You could ask somebody older than you in your family if they could read it to you.
That is so good. Okay, would you read the Bible to me right now?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so each of you guys need to go and get your parents' permission, but go to your fridge and get jars of stuff. And you want to get things that smell good and a thing that smells bad. Anyways, so everyone's gonna pick one, but you're gonna keep it hidden so nobody else knows. Then you're gonna come together and blindfold someone, and then they have to smell it and tell you what it is. Because enthusiasm starts on the inside. And so if our heart isn't right, then we're gonna start not just stinking, but our attitude is gonna stink and it's gonna be rotten.
We're gonna play a really fun game, and it's called Shield Dodgeball. And you can use a shield, or you can use a lid or a Tupperware, or pretty much anything will work. Your shield represents God's word. Okay. So like when a doubt will come,
like, does God actually keep his promises, or does God love me?
You can block it with God's word by choosing, no, I'm not gonna listen to that, and I'm gonna maybe like even just say a verse and say, no, I'm not gonna think about that, I'm gonna say this verse. And like maybe when fear comes, you can block it with God's word. God gives you everything you need in order to be enthusiastic.
I want you guys to go outside and pick as many things as you can, like flowers, make sure they're not in your mom's garden, but flowers, rocks, sticks, leaves, grass, anything you can find and think of, and bring them all back in, maybe on your porch or something, and I want you guys to each make something. You can make a picture, you can make a boat, just be creative when you're making something, because God made so many cool and so many different things, and we can actually use those things to share Him with other people.
We are gonna play the dice game. Basically what it is you roll the dice. I got a 6 and you got a 3. So I got a 6, which means I have to tell a story with only using 6 words. And that's gonna be kind of interesting, because if I roll a 1, how do I say a story? Like, that's gonna be hard. But you can use your imagination and you can come up with like super random stories that are gonna be super fun.
4. The cat ran home.
Sometimes there's a time to talk to God and like just tell Him everything you want. Other times you just need to listen to what God has to say to you and have fun.